Whoa, hello and welcome back to Journey to Farlands. So on the last episode, unfortunately, Ford did die. So I'm gonna be trying to get a new dog. I'll need some bones though, but that'll happen when it happens. Eventually, I'll come up to a skeleton or whatnot. It's an inevitability, you know. Well, whatever. Let us see. Yep, that seems about right. Keep on there. Why am I doing this? There you go. So, I'm really I mean, you'd think like I'd get. I mean, obviously it gets a bit, it gets tough doing this because I'm literally like, just going in one direction, but in a direction. At some points, and it's gonna be a challenge to maintain this consistency and like actually do this for that extended period of time. I'm gonna be doing this for hundreds of days, years. But it is like this version of Minecraft is really growing on me though. There's something that's just that I really enjoy. Hard to. I mean, I can explain why, but it very much do you enjoy how it looks. Excessive vibrancy, like the saturation of everything, rather than like the modern Minecraft is very pastel, right? But this is very saturated instead, and leans in a lot more on nonsensical designs and whatnot, which I do enjoy. I really like. Oh. Oh. This episode probably, yeah, it'll come out a bit late, but it's not like I actually said I'd have a schedule for this, other than that, like roughly once every day. Their other episodes have all been uploaded on like on the same time each day though, but this one it won't. There we go. All right. What should I talk about here first? I think I'll. Maybe I should talk about because this is something that I've very recently experienced. The death of nuance on the internet, the irony poisoning that has occurred, where like people on social media are kind of resistant to nuance and want to revert into a sort of tribalism where it's two sides, and one is the good side and one is the bad side, and you can kind of neatly define people into those two positions rather than admitting that there's any nuance to any sort of discussion, which and this is kind of and like the irony poisoning kind of I've seen quite often, of like, I don't care about what I say or do on the internet because I just don't care. Oh, blah blah blah. This kind of irony. Well, that's not the right direction. This kind of irony poisoning. Almost like, you're trying to act like the fucking Joker or something, right? It is saddening to see. And any sort of nuance whatsoever, any sort of like somewhat complex discussion is very much fought against. anything that challenges that kind of worldview is immediately demonized. Which, you know, this is like something that is very common on the internet, and you'll basically see anywhere with any community. And it is unfortunate. Micro Crosshair is so weird. Like the way it's, yeah. Smart, it's very smart design though. I'm not really like, it's something I think about, but I don't really like state outright as how smart the crosshair is for this game. Like how it's, no, I mean it's very not very complex, but you know it gets dark when it's on a light background and it gets brighter when it's on a bright background. It's not like the most insane thing possible. I think it's just reverses. No, not always actually. Like unlike leaves, it becomes redder. Because that is good against green, you know. Smart design. No, but it definitely wants. Oh, it's a damn shame, isn't it? Anything that isn't like snappy, any sort of statement that doesn't sound snappy and doesn't just sound good is it doesn't do well, right? And that just because, you know, obviously don't. Nuance is hard. Which just result in this kind of I mean, not only nuance is hard, but you know, it doesn't get you can't do nuance like as snappy as with just blanket statements, you know, and tribalism. Yeah, it is an interesting phenomenon, how like irony poisoning and it has like kind of come out of that, and you know, shit like that. And it's also like this. It's not only that that there's been like a very distinct and clear depth of nuance just in general on the internet, because like nuance doesn't do well on social media. It's also that like anything that kind of goes against that sort of good versus bad worldview is like immediately demonized as, oh well, if you're against me, that means you have to be with the bad people. Right. Which is a direct consequence of that sort of line of thinking. Because if there are only two sides, good and bad, and I'm on the side of good and you're arguing with me, that means you have to be on the side of bad. And therefore you're bad and evil, right? There's a lot of that. I mean, it's plain to see. Ooh, that's sort of moralizing. When you start looking for it, you'll see it everywhere, unfortunately. Yeah. I wonder when I'll find some bone. I need some bone. I need bone for the skeleton, for the dog. I need bone for the dog. I can't. Oh, chicken jockey. No, that's a cow. That's not a chicken jockey. Oh yeah, Mr. Beast made like a chicken jockey video now. You've seen that, and he basically ruined the entire joke. Mr. Beast is like this incredible. I mean, it's because he's like the entire company is basically like centered around Mr. Beast, and it's become like his brand to have hundreds or if not thousands of people just kind of around him at all times, which is embarrassing in a lot of ways. But he, as a result of this, he has this incredible ability to ruin any joke any sort of like funny thing on the internet, he can immediately ruin. Also, it's because he is just very unfunny in general. Ugh. And he also is. I mean, Mr. Beast is a huge and like brand, right? It's it's like a massive company. It's kind of like, well, you know, when these epically roasted people, it has that same vibe. And yeah, it's hard to like. It's been like, well, now I don't want to say Chicken Jock anymore because he did it. Fucking hate Mr. Beast. I need more wool. I'm gonna start killing sheep. Here's some dogs. I don't have any bone, unfortunately, though. Hello. Or wolves, I guess. Not really dogs. Ow! I did not mean to do that. I'd really need some more wood here. I'll do it when I run out. Gotta kill sheep, though. That's one thing I actually have to do. That's a cool generation. Look at that. It's got a massive like cliffside. It's a mount like a mountain. It looks like a mountain cut in half. That's fucking awesome. That's sick. Damn. It is interesting how like so many things are just don't make a sound in this version of Minecraft. Like breaking a tool doesn't make a sound. Like crashing your boat doesn't make a sound. The boat in general is completely silent. It is strange. Also, I fucking hate the way, like the fact that boats, you can't pick up boats in this version and you'd be break. I remember that. I don't know when they updated that, but I remember that being a thing even when I played this game. That they broke when you tried to pick them up. Ow! Eat some. Also, like eating food, completely silent. I did like, you know, the fact that there's no hunger is a large portion part of what makes this. Makes this version, but goddamn, could be at least like some sound, you know, instead of just being boop, silence. Well, they just hadn't added that yet. That's the thing. And when they added, eating sounds, that's also when they added hunger, unfortunately. Boop boop. Pigs. Need to make a new sword as well, and a new shovel. Yeah. Get more wood when I'm at it. How long are they? So they're 10 minutes, right? They have yeah, it's 20 minutes. Day-night cycle, I think. Yeah. That has to be it. I do enjoy like how the armor mechanic does. I know that Better Than Adventure fixes that, but like armor, all the armor does like the exact same. It's just the difference is just how fast they break. But like as they break, the armor gets worse. I think that's really cool. I just wish the armor also had like some other functions that separated them in some way, so it wasn't just how fast they break, you know. I left those sheep, by the way, because they weren't like white sheep, and so they won't stack. I honestly might as well have killed them. It's not like inventory space really matters that much, I guess. Only have one more boat. Yeah, I'll do this now. Does this sound different? No. The cows sound so silly in this version. You know, that specifically that one sound they do is very funny. That one. That one is so freaking fricked up. Freaking messed up. This is probably enough. This much wood. There you go. Yeah, that should be enough. Maybe make some other tools. Gonna throw these away, might as well. And let's make another bed. And some more boats, because, yep, that makes sense. Let's make some more boats. Ooh, ooh. There you go. That's good. All right, let us continue. Gonna hello, sheep. I need your wool. Oop. It is interesting that they added differently colored wool, which, you know, adds more blocks that have color, but didn't immediately make differently colored beds. I find a bit odd. Strange choice. But I mean, that did also give us that classic like red bed look, you know. Best specific Minecraft bed, which everyone knows, which, you know, guess it wasn't all that bad. Jarring hearing like the bed sound like that as well. I'm so used to the normal sound. It's like breaking wool, you know. Just getting some more blocks. There you go. Oh, this is like the same place where Ford suddenly disappeared into thin air. I didn't even see him die. I have no idea what he could have died from. Maybe probably like teleporting to like under the ice or something. And then for some reason not teleporting back to me, which is where it gets a bit confusing. I'm not entirely sure what happened in the movie was. Very odd. So not died. It's probably taken a... I wonder if I ever will die, because it's very easy to not die in this version. The only way I see myself dying is like there aren't any ravines. Maybe like I somehow accidentally fall off a mountain, or like fall into like a pit of lava. Those are like the two only ways I can see myself dying, because I'm skipping through the nights. So nice roses. They changed these names to poppies, right? I don't really get why they did that. Roses are more well known, and it's also the original name. Very strange choice to change it to rose, no poppy. I mean, I wonder why they did actually. I actually have no. Hold on. I might sound really stupid here. I have to. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, they look, I mean, they look really, I mean, I guess it's just, okay, why am I searching this up? I should look up. Oh no. Wait. It crashed. Luckily, the game autosaves like every 2 seconds for some reason, so that's not a problem. I said to look up, so like I know that poppy is its own thing, but I was like, okay, hold on. What if it's also synonymous with rose? But that would be really silly. course it wouldn't be. That's foolish. I can't even believe I thought that. Huh. What a foolish idea. Foolish idea. Yes. Evil cave, not going in. I just want to find like some skeletons and get some bone. And more sheep. Great. Oh, there's even more there. Sweet. Hey, what's up? Meow, meow. Thank you. Yeah, can you just like right click them? No. That's an alpha. That's like... No, you would hit them and they would get sheared instead of dropping on death. I remember that. I do like that they added shears instead. It doesn't really make sense that you beat them to death to get wool. It's a little bit inaccurate. A tad bit. I'm gonna sleep up on this tree. Gonna make a little. There you go. What? Huh? What is happening here? Can I sleep up? But I'm not trying that out. I'm not testing my luck. I could. What if I break something? Gravel. I think like I've noticed with other people who've done this is that always like the difference is I mean, there's like the Farlands or bust, which is the Farlands or bust, which is like the biggest one, and that guy he doesn't, it's just like a like a commentary thing for him where he just talks about things kind of similar to this, I guess, as far as I know, but the difference is he only uploads once every like week or something. So he's been doing it for like 14 years and it's like I think what 60-70% of the way there or something. Yeah, if I remember correctly it was something like that. It might have been a bit less than that in the how long he's been doing it part, but I'm doing like pretty consistently quite often, but I'm still like I'd imagine that the easiest way to do this would just to be to have something that you just have this and then have something else on your second monitor or whatever and then listen to some music or something to make it way easier. But I'm intentionally not doing that here. I guess it's a bit of challenge in that way. The epic challenge. Epically challenging myself by not doing that. Look how many stick I have just from boats. A lot. Cave sound. You could hear zombies. So. I do like how infrequent the music is, though. It makes it, because the music itself is pretty isolating, you know. Intentionally, and the fact that it's so infrequent just makes it, you know, push on that instead of making the game feel less alone, which could occur when you know add music. But to modern Minecraft, you don't that isn't really like for me at least, you know, I've already talked about this, but regardless, I think it. Oh, hello, another one. I think at least. It's a modern Minecraft. I never really feel alone because there's so much, which is, I'm not saying it's bad, but you know, there's villagers and there's pillagers and there's wandering traders that you just find randomly and like there's zombie piglins even. No, piglins. I mean even like like there's basically non-monster mobs, just NPCs basically. And even with, villagers, they all have their own professions even nowadays. And this game, there's no. I said this is pre-beta 1.8. There are not even any villages. You're completely alone. There's zombie pigmen, but they're pigmen. They're supposed to be monsters. They're like monsters, right? But other creatures, like sentient creatures that you can do stuff with, like piglins or villagers or pillagers or wandering traders or whatever it may be. No, they're completely non-existent. It's just a bunch of animals and monsters. And I said I don't know how many times, like I'll say it again, and I do very much enjoy modern Minecraft for what it is, but it's not. It's a very different beast from what it was kind of. I don't want to say intended, but from what it was before, from what it was even before beta 1.8 really. There, especially when when the full release, which was actually intended to be beta 1.9 but then was turned into full release, even added a clear end, even though Minecraft is not intended to have an end, but it's literally called the end. And it has a final boss, or Ender Dragon even. It makes it's satisfying, but it's kind of, and I do understand the point of it, but this game doesn't have any of that. They never exist, but it's pretty desolate, honestly, or very desolate. Like never biomes, or are there like the fortresses or whatever they're called? I think so. I don't know actually. You're not even any potions as far as I know. Like witches. I almost forgot witches. Those exist as well. Because like the whole point of modern Minecraft is it's like post-apocalyptic, right? It's meant to be after it's meant to be like a bunch of ruins from ages past, and it's kind of like each update almost makes civilization more complex, adds more stuff with villagers and whatnot. And I get that it's cool, but it's this version of Minecraft also has aspects to it that I think make it worth playing, is basically what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, you shouldn't play new Minecraft. I'm saying that older versions, especially like beta 1.7.3, which is the best version of Minecraft pre-hunger running villagers, right? Or villages, or there's a reason to play this version, and even earlier versions. More than just a novelty, like, hey, look at how Minecraft used to look. And I mean, I'd say the same for in general, like early Minecraft, even the full release 1.0, first full release. Even though yes, it has like a lot of the things that make modern Minecraft, it's still very different and a lot more desolate still than new Minecraft. Ooh. But for me, I mean, I'd rather play something that is completely different rather than something that is very different but more alike than not, like with the full release of Minecraft, the beta, like the version 1.0, which has most of the things there, including the end, which is kind of the big one here, and villagers and whatnot. It's just kind of, for me, I don't really see a point in that, because it's just for me it's kind of like playing the first full release, or beta 1.8 for that matter, would kind of feel like just playing modern Minecraft, but with all of its cool stuff, cool new stuff, stripped away. With this version of Minecraft, this feels like a completely different thing, which makes it, as I said, which makes it worth playing, for me at least. That's something to think about, perhaps. Or perhaps not. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna try to maintain this like daily uploading, and I'm gonna also try to get everything uploaded around like 6 p.m. here, Central European summertime. But yeah, I'll be stricter on daily uploads, but like specific time, specific hour, like it's whatever. That isn't something that I'll be super strict on, obviously not, because this is gonna come up late. We'll see when I first miss a day. It's inevitable. Probably. Unless I'm like, because at some points I'm not gonna be home, you know. I'll have to like pre-record a lot of shit and schedule it. We'll see. Get me on that tree. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna sleep. I know what? I want that tree. That tree looks cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. What the hell? Why are you break? Because I connected you with dirt. Hey, stop. It's weird. Hey, where the hell am I climbing up to? Why am I doing this when I can just walk around? Actually, I can't really. Well, I sort of. No, I can't. Oh, no, I literally can't just walk around. I look, a zombie. Yeah, skeleton down here. 2 zombies. I'm trying to be wary of creepers here. No skeletons, unfortunately. Hello, zombie. There you go. Getting some more blocks. Got plenty of wood at least, so I'll be able to make what, 4 more beds, 4 more. Chicken. Oh, god damn it. You give him a little bit of push to accelerate faster, huh? Cool. Look at that. That's a weird, that's a big tree. Weird big tree. Isn't it peaceful though? The total silence is a bit jarring, but jarring. It's a bit jarring. Jarring? Jarring. Is that with a hold on? Is that spelled with a J, like a J or a Y? No, it's a J, right? It's not yarring, right? There's no way. Huh. No, it has to be jarring. Yarring sounds stupid. It's jarring. I like that sound. It's awesome. Keep doing you, cow. Keep doing you. I'm with you all the way. Fucking love that cow. He's my G. We're best friends. Hello, pig. Look at how many boats you eat through. Oh. Uh-oh. No. No. Oh. Whoa. What's happening here? Hold on, actually. Wow, weird. It's like a hold on it. A hold on there. Oh no, I filled it. Well, I might as well. If I can finish it. You know what? I'll have this be a little bit of a... Hold on. Hooray! Okay, that's not very fun actually. That was pretty shit. This sucked ass. That sucked. No, that sucked. Get me out of here. Never see you again. Can't even check coordinates to see where this is because I'm not allowed to yet. That's in like 3 weeks that I can do that. Almost exactly 3 weeks. What is going on here? Is this a... Did you make one just with that? Really? That's strange, very strange generation here. Look. Huh, never seen that before in this version. What is going on here? Let me just explore a little bit. Something weird happening. Alright. That sound, I get why they removed that sound. Is that exposed iron? What the hell? Like, just like that? That's uncommon. I'll get out. At least one now. There was multiple. Huh. What? Why? How did that happen? Whatever. Very odd. Here comes the strings. Beautiful, isn't it? So no one ever talked about how C418 is like a good composer. I don't think anyone's ever talked about the music, the Minecraft soundtrack. I think literally that's like no one has ever talked about the Minecraft soundtrack. It's unexplored territory. I should make like a 5 billion hour long video talking about the Minecraft soundtrack and then make a 5 trillion hour video about how Minecraft isn't fun anymore. And in gaming in general. And I'll be like, back in my day, Minecraft used to be so epic, but now it's boring. Not because that's because the game sucks today. It's really funny when people make videos like that because Minecraft is actually like one of the few games where you can just revert to other versions. Not only that, you can literally play other versions multiplayer. You can play super old versions, like this version for example, in multiplayer. So it's like one of the only games where that specific argument doesn't make. Also because the modding community is so active. So it's just incoherent. It's like, oh, I wish they'd updated beta 1.7.3, but in the direction of how the game was then, and not like how it became in beta 1.8. Then you can literally, yeah, there's Better Than Adventure, for example, which is exactly that. Man, those videos are... It's literally just like... I am blinded by nostalgia, and everything back in the day looks so beautiful. But the only reason for that is because no, it had nothing to do with the Minecraft. There were several things to do. The first thing, you didn't know as much about it, right? Today we know everything about Minecraft. I mean, I know fucking everything there is to know, basically, about the gameplay itself, at least. The game, and it's like there's no mysteries anymore, or like any, like I know everything. I'm proficient at the game. And you know, it's a lot more fun to play a game when you're not entirely sure what everything is, and you kind of have to figure things out at your own pace. That's one. And the second is that it was just because you were a kid and you didn't have responsibility. So that's mainly why you're nostalgic, not to Minecraft, but just like how it felt to get back from school and play Minecraft, you know? I hate nostalgia. It's basically what I'm saying. Nostalgia is fascist. I won't elaborate. Hey, the sun is going down. Look at that. Like me, for example, I'm a chat gamer. Undertale was a big part of who I was growing up, and I'm just right here gonna say that Deltarune right now, it's building up to be better, quite substantially better actually, and that's saying something because Undertale is pretty good. So yeah, I'm kind of that cool, and don't get blinded by my own experiences in the same way that some less well, let's just say intellectually proficient people do. I mean, it's kind of better at everything, really. I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah. Let's get... Alright, there you go. Whoop. May I? Oh, can. It says can. You can. Hello, sheep. Ow. Oh. One thing that's definitely been improved is the hit sound, because it, like, the is obviously iconic, but it's also very ridiculous. It's very silly, and it takes away from the from the game, because it sounds so stupid, you know. It's a very ridiculous sound to hear every time we get hurt. So just like the generic hit sound is better in like every single way imaginable, outside of just not being as iconic, because it's just a generic sound effect. Also, another thing I like from modern Minecraft is the fact that it doesn't like auto update every 2 seconds, which sometimes causes micro stutters on a computer with like an RX 6950 XT and a fucking i5 3600K, which is, and 32 gigs of RAM, which is like outrageously overspec for a fucking 14-year-old version of Minecraft. But oh my goodness, man, like SSDs didn't even fucking like barely existed at this point. I am shocked at how fucking horrible Notch was at optimizing, I guess. Minecraft is a complete mess. It's a block game, right? Unbelievably simple graphics, and it still runs like absolute dog water unless you're using like Fabric or Optifine, for how basic it is. Any sort of like shader, anything that adds slight graphical fidelity, crashes the entire all the performance down to absolute garbage. It is unbelievable. I don't know what the hell, like, how this happened. It's like when Toby Fox does it with like Undertale or Deltarune, that's fine. It's for Undertale. Like Undertale is a horribly programmed code. If I remember correctly, um, the entirety of the dialogue of Undertale is like in like one single statement in the code, and it basically like runs through that entire statement every time it wants to generate code or generate some text. Some text. It is horrible, and it's. I think is it like location based as well? The text is like based on location. I don't know. It's something really. It's a horribly programmed game, but it doesn't matter because it's sprite based and it's like evil sound effect. It's sprite based and the graphics are so simple it will run on fucking anything anyways. But like, you know, Minecraft isn't a 3D game, so you can't really get away with the same thing, with the same shit you can with a game like that, and you can feel it. You can really feel it. Like honestly, all Minecraft, all like Notch. I mean, Notch had a really great like idea. He had a fantastic idea, and that made him a lot of money. Whoop. And then he kind of crashed out on Twitter, so that's cool. Hey, I need more beds. That's not. Oh shit. That actually works. Wait, no, it doesn't. I have 3 beds in my hotbar. I don't need that. Hold on. There you go. Beautiful. Armor's not doing so well. That's fine. Not like I fight many evil monsters anyway. Hey, look, an evil monster. Oh my god, I thought it was a creeper. The only thing that frightens me are like creepers. Yeah, 2 zombies on there. Yeah, nice job. Oh no, not again. Oh, look, I have the skeleton. What the hell? Might as well. God, what is going on over there? Oh no. Not another forest fire. Like, fire does spread super fast in this version, right? Quite certain that is the case. I wonder how it's gonna feel once I finish this series, because you know these episodes gonna be like an hour each or something. They're gonna be so many fucking episodes. Maybe some of them, especially like the every 7th one, might be several hours. In general, these are gonna be like an hour each. They're gonna be so many episodes, so I'm gonna be doing this for so long, and the series is gonna be extremely big. So I really wonder, like, it's gonna be interesting once I eventually get to that destination that's so far away. Like 3 years or something. I wonder how I've changed. I've changed and grown as a person. How I like feel looking back at these old videos, like thinking back at it, being like, interesting, interesting, fascinating. Nice. Yeah, yeah, cow. We all know you're a cow. You don't have to like announce it. Ugh. Hate that guy. Hold on, no, shit this out. Yeah! Yeah! Accelerated! Sick! Epic, even. Yeah. Oh. What are you doing up there? Oh, well, you don't have to do that. Because that's... You know what? I'll let you live. You're funny. Ah. Yeah. So, alright. Minecraft movie. Let me say one thing about it. It is one of the worst movies I've seen. It is also like perhaps the most fun I've ever had watching a movie. That's about, like, I think that about summarizes the experience. But as I've said, only watch the movie if you're either watching it in like a Discord call with friends or in like a crowded theater with a bunch of people who you think it's funny. And they're gonna like cheer and applaud at everything. Cause that's what I did, and also with friends as well. It was fucking amazing. It was an incredible experience. A mind-blowing experience, yeah. I'd go that far, yeah. No, but it was really fun. Hello. And oh my god, have you seen how fucking good it's been doing in the box office? It's made like twice its budget already. I think it's like grows like $300 million worldwide. This is going, it's going ballistic. And it's not surprising, it's a Minecraft movie, but I honestly expected it to break even. But I guess it just became such a big thing. It's kind of like, I saw someone on Twitter say that like, it's like if Morbius actually had him say it's Morbin time, and then everyone, I genuinely did actually go and ironically watch it. Right? It's kind of like that. I think the key difference here was that the Minecraft movie had such obvious things in the actual movie itself that were like ironically funny, or even just generally funny. You know, chicken jerky and fit and steel, and just generally for the most part, you know, just Jack Black kind of announcing things was the main joke. Morbius was funny because it was such a weird and bad movie. It wasn't like, Morbius isn't a comedy, and it wasn't like, it was just really fucking mediocre. It was bad, it was terrible, but it wasn't like The Room levels of like shit drama, you know. So it wasn't so the difference is just, I've watched the Morbius, I watched like one of those live streams on Twitch where they live stream the entire movie. It is just boring. It's just that sort of terrible, but it's just unfun, which is why it flopped so hard in the box office, because it wasn't like the movie itself wasn't funny. It was just you know, everything around it. The Minecraft movie itself is funny. People were like reacting to the actual movie and things in the actual movie. Ow. That's the key difference there, I think. Ooh. Time flies when I'm recording these, huh? Every time it feels like I've not talked about that much, but I guess I have. You get through quite a lot talking to, you know, just kind of talking into the air, you know, for an hour. Carl, every time I'm going to so far at least, and I made that many. This is gonna be this. You know, this is 6th episode. Oh. Oh fuck! Oh, that is how you die. Oh, that was. I don't even know how close that actually was, but it felt incredibly close. Oh. Oh my. What is happening here, huh? Chai almost fell straight off. That would have been death. That would have been embarrassing. That would have been death only after like 6 episodes. Whew. That was scary. Well, that's the first near-death experience. Really. Outside of, I guess, the first episode when I was in the caves, but that doesn't really count. I guess it's better to say like first near-death experience of the actual oh. Ooh. No, sorry, of the actual adventure itself, so the travel journey itself, I guess. Hold on. Oh, this is a nice view, isn't it? Whoa. How the hell am I gonna get down from here? And I was like, it's annoying. Eep. Boop. Oh. 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 Still not broken, huh? Oh, come on. This is the worst. It's cool looking, but it's miserable to actually traverse. Probably faster to go around, yeah. Oh, look, another one of these. This looks really similar to the other one. What if I like somehow managed to accidentally walk backwards for like extended period of time? That would be very funny. But no. What the hell? What happened there, I think, with the near death was I was like, okay, I'm just gonna jump down here. I didn't expect there to be a massive hole. Whoa. Water. Cool water, even. That's a cool thing that's happened over there. Look at that. That's awesome. That's sick, even. That's awesome. Sick nasty, some would say. Also, while like modern Minecraft, you could say, has less annoying combat because it's like right. I don't know. There's also something that's a bit nice of just being able to like on everything and just they die rather than like that. Oh, duh, yeah, no, shield, oh, duh, right. Which is obviously it's a lot more streamlined, but I don't know. This is just a like classic part of Minecraft. Is the jitter click. Oh, I don't know how to jitter click, but you know, imagine I did. E. My armor's real bad. Oh look. Might as well. Any skeletons that I can see? No. Oh, I did not know that would be a thing. Give me rock pork chop. I need healing. There we go. Yeah. We all know you're a cow, okay? Like I already, they'll never get it. They'll never understand. Ah, pissed me off. Casually collecting some dirt. Where's the sun? Why don't I look behind me? It's obviously not behind me. It's behind this hill. Hello, sun. Look at that. Sunset. Beautiful. Orange. Orange like a door hinge. That's... Florange is, I think, a place that exists. Alright. That was beautiful. Well, I'm gonna end the episode and let me sleep. Tomorrow's episode, or episode 7, will be the first ever guest episode. Our virtual round of applause. Hold on, let me... Wait. Nothing more than that, that's enough. But that waits till next episode. Bye. Not to you three, but to the audience. Bye.